Hey everyone, today we're diving into something super important: how to avoid being a miserable person. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. We all want joy, laughter, and to feel good. And guess what? A lot of that is actually within our control. It's like choosing what to wear. You can choose to put on a happy face. We're going to talk about 10 ways to dodge that misery bullet and embrace a happier, more fulfilling life. It's not about pretending problems don't exist, but about how we react and prepare. So get comfortable, maybe grab a snack, and let's get into it. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Alright, first things first, let's talk about how you kick off your day. Starting with a positive mindset can change the trajectory of your next 24 hours. When your alarm goes off, what's your first thought? Is it hopeful? Even if you're not a morning person, you can consciously choose that first thought. It could be something like, "Today is going to be a good day," or "I am capable and strong." A positive affirmation is like grabbing an umbrella before you even step outside. It's a little shield, a little boost, a little reminder to yourself that you've got this. Tomorrow morning, before your feet even hit the floor, plant a little seed of positivity in your mind. Say it out loud if you want to. "I am going to make today great." Notice if it changes how you react to that first email or the spilled coffee or the traffic. It's not magic, it's practice. So go flex that positivity. Okay, so you've started your day with a little sunshine in your pocket. What's next? Gratitude. Practicing gratitude daily means consciously taking a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be big, monumental things. Be grateful for the small stuff. When you actively look for things to be grateful for, you start to see them everywhere. Gratitude tunes your brain to notice the good. And when you notice the good, you feel good. I try to do this every single day. Sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's before I go to bed. This practice can genuinely rewire your brain. Studies have shown it. It boosts serotonin and dopamine, those lovely feel-good chemicals. So I encourage you to build this into your routine. It's a game changer, folks. Alright, let's talk about the company you keep. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you hang around people who are constantly complaining, who are negative, who drain your energy, what do you think that's going to do to your own mood and outlook? Surrounding yourself with positive people is like giving your soul a spa day. These are the people who lift you up, who inspire you, who believe in you, who make you laugh until your sides hurt. They're your cheerleaders, your confidants, your partners in silliness. Choosing your circle wisely is an act of self-care. Sometimes this means making tough decisions. It might mean distancing yourself from certain individuals who consistently bring you down. Make a conscious effort to cultivate relationships with people who radiate positivity, kindness, and support. Okay, let's talk about goals. Goals give us direction, they give us purpose, they give us something to strive for. But here's the trick. Your goals need to be realistic. If you set goals that are way out of reach, you're probably setting yourself up for disappointment. So, realistic goals are key. Think of it like climbing a ladder. Each step is a smaller, achievable goal that gets you closer to the top. So, if you have a big dream, break it down into smaller, bite-sized pieces. Those little wins along the way will keep you motivated and build your confidence. It's about progress, not instant perfection. Take some time to think about what you want to achieve, and then take that first step. Even a tiny step forward is still progress. Alright, let's get physical. We're talking about taking care of your physical health. Your body and your mind are totally, completely, 100% connected. First up, movement, exercise. It can be dancing in your living room, a walk in the park, a bike ride, stretching, yoga, playing with your kids or your pets. When you move your body, it releases endorphins. Endorphins. Those are your brain's natural mood boosters. Then there's food. What you put into your body is literally the fuel it runs on. Eating a balanced diet with lots of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and good proteins gives your brain and body the nutrients they need to function at their best. And please, oh please, don't forget about sleep. Sleep is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It's when your body and brain repair themselves, consolidate memories, and recharge for the next day. So it's a package deal. Move your body, nourish it with good food, and let it rest. Your body is your home for life, so treat it well. Okay, this next one can be a toughie, but it's so incredibly important for your own peace of mind. We're talking about forgiveness. Holding on to grudges, resentment, anger, past mistakes, it's like carrying a backpack full of rocks. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from that burden. Forgiving doesn't mean you forget what happened. It doesn't mean you condone bad behavior. It's about releasing that emotional charge, that grip the past has on your present. And like I said, forgiving yourself is just as crucial. We all make mistakes. We all have regrets. Learning from your mistakes is important, yes. But then, you have to offer yourself the same compassion and forgiveness you might offer a friend. When you truly forgive, you create space for healing, peace, and joy. Alright, let's talk about something super fun: pursuing your passions. What are those things that just light you up from the inside? Engaging in activities you genuinely love is not a luxury. It's a vital part of a happy, fulfilling life. It's like feeding your soul. When you're immersed in something you're passionate about, your worries tend to fade into the background. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I don't have time for hobbies," or "I'm not good enough at anything to call it a passion." And to that I say, phooey. First of all, you time for what's important, and your joy is important. And second, you don't have to be a professional or an expert to enjoy something. Pursuing your passions also connects you with a different part of yourself, often a more playful, creative, and authentic part. Because when you're doing what you love, misery just doesn't have much room to hang around. Okay, let's talk about something that's a huge part of our lives today: social media. Social media can be amazing. It connects us with people all over the world. But too much of a good thing can turn not so good. It's so easy to fall into the scroll hole. The problem is social media often becomes a highlight reel. And that comparison game? It's a recipe for feeling inadequate, envious, and just plain crummy. Plus, there's the negativity. Sometimes the comments sections can be a dumpster fire. So, what's the answer? Ditch social media altogether? For some people, maybe. But for most of us, it's about setting boundaries. Be mindful of how you feel when you're on social media, and how you feel after you log off. Scroll wisely, my friends. Alright, this next one is one of my absolute favorites because it's so simple yet so incredibly powerful. It's about helping others. Acts of kindness, big or small, planned or spontaneous, it's like a happiness boomerang. You throw it out there and it comes right back to you. Kindness doesn't have to be some grand gesture. It can be as simple as holding the door open for someone, giving a genuine compliment, letting someone go ahead of you in line, smiling at a stranger, sending an encouraging text to a friend who's having a tough time, or even just listening, truly listening when someone needs to talk. These small acts create ripples. Scientifically, when you perform an act of kindness, your brain releases endorphins. So, I challenge you, look for opportunities to be kind today. Make kindness a habit. Because the more kindness you put out into the world, the more joy you'll find coming back your way. And here we are, our final way to dodge misery, but definitely not the least important. It's all about keeping that amazing brain of yours active, engaged, and always learning. Never stop learning and growing. It's like fertilizer for your mind. It keeps things fresh, it keeps things interesting, and it opens up a world of new possibilities. Learning can take so many forms. You could learn a new skill, like we talked about with passions. Maybe it's coding, or a new language, or how to bake the perfect sourdough bread. You could read books on subjects you know nothing about. You could watch documentaries, listen to podcasts, take an online course, visit a museum, or even just have deep conversations with people who have different perspectives than your own. When you learn something new, you're literally forging new pathways in your brain. So, I encourage you, make a commitment to lifelong learning, because a mind that is actively growing and exploring is a mind that is much less likely to get bogged down in misery. And there you have it, 10 ways to help you dodge misery and invite more happiness into your life. Pick one or two things that resonate with you and start there. Small changes, consistently applied, can lead to big, beautiful transformations. This journey towards a happier life isn't about achieving some state of constant, uninterrupted bliss. Life will always have its ups and downs, its challenges, and its heartaches. Thanks for watching. Remember, happiness is a journey, not a destination. Stay positive and keep growing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. Bye.